Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. This video I will be showing you what I read in July and what I hope to be reading in August. I started out this month with Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I loved it. It's a 5-star read for me. Fell in love with dragons. I didn't know that could happen. You can see my full reaction in my first video. I followed that up with Hello Stranger by Catherine Senner. This was a disappointing read. I gave The Bodyguard by her 5 stars and recently reread it. And this one was a 2.5 stars. I really did not like this one. But my next read was The Gracier by Kim Liggett. I really enjoyed this one. It reads like a thriller horror and it's set in a dystopian world. It was a fun read, a little spooky. But my next read was Carrie Soto's Back. It was a 5-star read for me. I think about her every day. I wish I could reread it already. And then I read Love Interest by Claire Gilmore. I'm so excited for her next book that's coming out in October, I believe. My next book was a reread from 3 years ago. It's Accidental by Alex Richards. I gave that a 5-star when I read it the first time, and I gave it a 4.25. Since I read so many books in between, it's no longer one of my favorites, but I still love it and highly recommend. I wish more people knew about it because it is such a good book. Then I read The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. This is probably my favorite one that I've read from them. Our main character has pink hair, and I talked about it in my last video, but I love characters that have unnatural hair colors. It just makes me so happy. Next, I read The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I gave that a 3.5 out of 5. It was enjoyable, but it's not my favorite thriller. It was very eerie, but the plot twist was pretty good, so yeah, not my favorite, but I would recommend it as a thriller. Then I followed that up with another thriller called The Maidens. I have that one with me. It's one of the only ones I have the physical copy of still. But I gave this a 3 out of 5. I didn't love this. I read The Silent Patient by the same author, and these are all standalone, interconnected books. I enjoyed The Silent Patient more, but it was fun to kind of see the characters from that one in this one. So yeah. Would I recommend it? Maybe. My final read of the month was Happiness for Beginners by Catherine Senner, and I gave this one a 4.5 out of 5. I really did enjoy this one. I have my bookmark in because there's a little bit of her next book at the end of this one, and I want to read that. But this one was so good. I finished it last night, and it is about a hiking trip in Wyoming, and I did not think I would enjoy that, but I did. It's really sweet and fast to get through. It's only 300 pages. I actually listened to 2 audiobooks this month. I listened to Fourth Wing right after I read it, and listening to it was so fun after finishing the book. And I got through 3/4 of Powerless. I want to finish that up before the month is over. In total, I read 10 books this month and listened to 2 audiobooks, which was The Fourth Wing and Powerless by Lauren Roberts, 2 of my favorite books this year. It was a really good reading month. I did take like a week-long break between videos where I just did not read at all, but I am hoping to be reading more in August. Out of the 10 books that I read this month, I only have 2 of the physical versions with me. This one is my own. I got it at a free little library, and so I have this one, and I have this one borrowed from the library. I borrow all my books from the library, and so therefore I don't have them with me when I film my wrap-ups. But yeah, these 2 are extremely different. It's so funny to see them together. This one's like a literary fiction romance, and this one's like a psychological thriller. Also, everyone tells me to tap my books more because I did that in my first video, so here you go. Now it's time to go through my August TBR. I have a bunch of books that I want to be reading for this month. This is my physical stack that I have for my August TBR. I have some on hold at the library that I will also be reading this month, hopefully. First one being Lisa Jewell's None of This Is True. I was recommended this by Brianna Kay, and I'm going to be reading this for a video where I read her 5-star reads. I'm so excited for that video. Brie, if you're watching this, thank you for letting me film that video. I will be reading this one. And Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. This will be a reread also for that same video. Dance of Thieves, which I DNF'd in my previous video. I only got 25 pages in, but everyone says it's really good, so I'm going to try again. It's a 500-page book. It's so heavy, but we'll see if I get through this one. And then we have One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. After I read Carrie Soda's Back, I decided it's time to pick up more of her books. I've read Daisy Jones and the Six, and I've read a little bit of Malibu Rising, so I wanted to pick up this one and see what I think of that. Then I have The Rule Book by Sarah Adams. I gave The Cheat Sheet by her 5 stars. It's one of my favorite books, and everyone says they don't like this one as much, but I'm still excited to read this one and be back in the same world. Cover is so cute and bright, and it's very short. And then I read Rising by Pierce Brown. I picked this up in my recent book haul. I believe it's on my shorts. And yeah, I got this for $1 at the thrift store, and it's such a cool cover. I've never read adult sci-fi, but I'm so excited about this one. I also have a few on hold at the library, as I mentioned. One of them is another Catherine Center book. I'm forgetting the name right now. I feel so bad, but I have a few Christian books I want to get through, and maybe some more rereads. But yeah, this is a pretty good stack already. So yeah, I'm excited to see which ones I get through. This is a hefty stack, and I still have more that I want to read that are not here with me, so maybe I'm going into this a little bit ambitious, but I did read 10 books and listen to 2 audiobooks this month, so I'm hoping I can get through all of them. And yeah, I have exciting videos for this month. What you guys don't see, I'm using this as my mic, I'm so sorry. What you guys don't see or don't hear is how many times I've stopped this video because of audio interruptions by neighbors, by the wind, by an airplane, a motorcycle, a crow, a sparrow, and my brother coming in. I have stopped this thing like 10 times and had to refilm it, so I hope you enjoyed this one. And yeah, there's an airplane right now, so I'm gonna cut this. Thank you for watching my July wrap-up and August TBR. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next.